This is the Male Rights Activist Podcast, episode 152. We focus on relationships, sports, pop culture, and politics from a managed point of view. First of all, we want to thank our listeners, our new ones, our OGs. Thank you for hanging with the fellas.
What up?
On today's show, we have a post-nut from a woman who regrets making a sex tape.
I guarantee it wasn't Kim Kardashian.
You ain't lying. She does not regret that, man. A man says he has the worst stepson ever.
I bet Future is praying that came from Russell Wilson.
You ain't lying, dude. 2 for 2, man. We have a Dear Erby from a woman whose boyfriend is moving back in with his ex-wife. And soccer player Ronaldo disses Coca-Cola, and they pay the price. All that and more right now. This is the MRA podcast with Kyle and Kamal, where men come to talk and women come to eavesdrop. I am Kyle.
I am Kamal.
And we're helping you to understand the man that you love. Kamal, let's get to the news.
Let's get into it.
All right, Cardi B is pregnant. Her first baby has 3 names. Culture, Kiari, Cephas. It's a pretty name, right?
Yeah.
Her new baby will only have 2 names. Marriage Insurance.
Pretty unique name, but
yeah,
definitely appropriate.
Put on the nose, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Offset said he wasn't planning on having another baby anytime soon, but that wet ass pussy made his pull-out game weak.
Oh yeah, that
happens.
That wop. Oh yeah, that wasn't the plan going in,
but he couldn't pull out.
Could not pull out. Speaking of female rappers, Lil' Kim revealed that she wants to go up against Nicki Minaj in the next versus battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle, I'm not interested in seeing that. Not at all. Now, a versus battle between their plastic surgeons. Count me in.
You want to see the versus? You want to see the plastic surgeons go at it, dog?
Yeah, man. I want to see, like, this is what I did. Oh, you like
Let
that
me show
ass?
you my work.
This is what I did.
Let me show you 20 of my latest surgeries.
Hey, I think Nicki will win that one.
I think she will. Hey, man, check this out, man. Speaking of female icons, Diana Ross is dropping a new album, Kamal.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's the good news. The bad news is, to hear it, her fans will have to figure out the internet.
Dude, my dad.
How do you... Junior, come in here, help me figure out how I can hear this Diana Ross.
Dude, when my daddy turned 70, man, we had a Zoom party, and so many of his homies, like, some people just bowed out, like, you know what, I'm sending a voice message. Man,
I'm
Happy birthday.
gonna send a card, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to check. I ain't gonna be able to figure this shit out.
You know I'm too old for Zoom, bro.
Yo, Hall of Fame defensive end Bruce Smith recently told TMZ that the Bills of the 1990s had at least one gay player on the team, and that the rest of the team didn't care.
Wow, I like that.
Yeah, well, it's safe to say he wasn't the kicker who missed the field goal, costing them the Super Bowl. Because I think they would have cared then.
I think they definitely they would have called him some names, too.
Yeah, I think he would. If he was that guy, he would have heard some slurs.
I promise you that. Shouts out to Scott Norwood.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a miss, man. Hey, check this out, Kamal. It's interesting. According to USA Today, 300,000 Americans may live with a chronic deadly disease transmitted by the kissing bug.
I heard about this.
Yeah, the scientific name for the kissing bug is Georgie Porgy.
You know what? I tried to do write a sketch on Georgie Porgy, and Dominique Purdy and Deion Lack knew nothing about it.
Are you serious?
They knew nothing about it.
Damn. Audience, let me know if you don't know Georgie Porgy. That might have just bombed to the audience. Come on.
I think, well, no, if depends on how old they are, but like Dominique, who's about
whatever he is, don't matter. You get the
he knew it from like the MC Light song.
Yeah, Kiss the Girls That Made Him Cry.
Yeah, but neither one of them knew the nursery rhyme or anything like that.
Okay.
So, just saying, man.
So I'll know if this bombs on the internet. Diana Ross fans won't hear it, but hey.
They'll never know.
They'll never know.
Yo, children's hospitalization rates for type 2 diabetes more than doubled during the coronavirus pandemic.
Really?
Yeah, man. Say what you will about school lunches. They may be nasty, but you never needed an insulin shot afterwards.
No, you didn't come out. They wasn't delicious, though, I'll tell you that much.
No, sir, but you...
No, my brother.
You didn't have to check your sugar afterwards.
You did not, man. Hey, man, this was big. I'm sure you guys know by now. Derek Chauvin was sentenced to 22.5 years in prison, Kamal.
Finally.
I know. He's going to hate wearing that orange jumpsuit, though. You know why?
Why?
Because orange is the new black.
He does not want to be associated with the color
With neither
black.
one of them. I hate this. I got to be on this all day. This is the worst part.
This is the wait till you see his new neighbors.
Oh, buddy.
And wait till the welcome committee comes.
Ain't that something?
Yo,
that actually sucks, Kamal.
Speaking of criminal scum,
Go ahead.
a Texas dad shot a man accused of masturbating outside his daughter's window.
Oh.
Let's just hope dad's gun busted before the man's did.
Oh, my.
Just hope.
That's ridiculous, man. Hey, man, first of all, can we call this man a hero, man?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck that shit. Thank you, Texas, man.
Texas, man.
Hey, man, check this out. Speaking of Texas, Kamala Harris finally visited the border, Kamal.
Okay.
Yeah, she went to El Paso, but at least one of her critics said that the real crisis is at the Rio Grande. Yeah. Kamala said no man will take away her right to choose borders.
No man will ever do that. She's a champion of women's rights.
Exactly. You know Kamala don't fuck around.
Don't fuck around. Yo, finally. After many years of public pressure, Kyle, Aunt Jemima's replacement is finally hitting store shelves nationwide.
Wow.
Yeah, man. The company will no longer use the image of a black woman to sell products to help raise American families. It is now a Mexican woman named Lupita. That is going to be on the pancake box.
That's ridiculous, man. You are a fool, man. We come back, man. We got some feedback, and then we have a post up from a woman who regrets making a sex tape. Find out what happens soon. It's the MRA Podcast. Hey, what's up, guys? I sure hope you're enjoying the show. If you like it, I invite you to go to our website, themrapodcast.com, and catch up on over 100 episodes that we have in store for you.
You ain't working. You might as well check us out.
And if you want some more, go over to The World According to Cheryl and check me out on Cheryl Underwood's podcast. We post content there every single day. We have her normal radio show labeled SUR, and then the Cheryl Underwood podcast, where we get in her personal business every Friday. Then on the weekends, we have the specialty shows that range from Late Night Cupcake to Auntie Cheryl's House Party to our gospel show, Spiritual Nourishment.
You gotta check out The World According to Cheryl. Even though I ain't on it.
We got some feedback, homie.
Do we now?
Yes, regarding women being mad about the song Catered to You, Lady Big Bucks in Georgia said, it's 100,000 mad bitches that's hating on women that are confident in their womanhood and use their pussy power for their man. Trust and believe, Catered to You is the ideal reciprocal expression of what works for many that are getting and giving what we want. Bunch of bitter broads are either not getting tenderized / swiped on or fake hollering self-love when they should just mind their business. I'm sure this energy could be used towards their hot girl summer or even gratitude while they are left to tap their own shoulder and serve themselves. Woo-wee, come out.
Damn. Lady Big Bucks wasn't playing.
It almost sounds like our guy CDNATH from Instagram.
Okay.
He be going there. Well, Lady Big Bucks in Atlanta, she has something to say. Come on, we got a different kind of update right now, man. We got an update from a girl who used to write us, but this is not from her. I actually saw her business on Facebook, and I'm reporting it. So her name is Esmeralda. She has written to the show several times. And to be honest, she's under 3 different names. Just going to be honest with you. She had the boyfriend who only came over on his birthday. Remember this guy?
Yeah, I remember it well, vividly.
Yes, so he didn't come on his birthday. I mean, we went back and forth. We tried to help her out. We gave her all kind of, this is about, 15 episodes ago for the audience?
Not that far back.
About 10 episodes back?
Something like that.
Yeah, okay. So look back. Look for a Dear Erby from Esmeralda. It's all in the show notes. She had the boyfriend who only came over on his birthday. He didn't come over. only come over on his birthday, but not hers, Kamal. She said, what are some things you remember about him?
I remember he used to get liquored up.
Yeah, man. He used to drink a lot. I remember one time he would refuse to pay one time at a restaurant. Her son had to pay. Her son from a previous relationship. He would pass her house to get to his brother's house and not stop.
To go see his kid, right?
Huh?
He had a kid with her, right? Not see his kid?
Yeah, he wouldn't stop to see the kid or her. He would just zoom by.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, she wrote us several letters, and we responded. Found out just from me, not even Facebook snooping come out. It was just on my timeline. And I looked. They got back together, my dude.
Oh, that's what's up.
And now they're engaged.
You see what we do for the people.
Look what we do, man. Look what we're doing to families, man. If y'all just listen to us, man.
That's all. And we get in a lot of these Dear Erbies, we give you two options.
Yeah.
Take the red pill or the blue pill.
Come out. I was very brutally honest about my dude. Because remember, he didn't even want to be Facebook friends with her. Remember that?
Dude.
And I didn't even act like he wasn't smashing others. I was like, he probably is. So what? That's what you got. She seemed to be in denial, but I don't know, man. I still don't know how well this is going to work unless, and this is the problem, ladies. It'll work if she accepts him for who he is, but most likely this is a Tristan situation where he is just begging, he wants her back so bad that he's just pretending to be who he's not so that he can keep her, and eventually it'll all go south. Now, I hope to God that they're working out because she has finally accepted him for who he is and he don't got to lie no more. But ladies, y'all don't seem to get back down like that. When we come back, we have a post nut from a woman who regrets making a sex tape. Find out what happened next. It's the MRA Podcast. According to Webster's dictionary, being in post-nut mode is when you have a clear mind and you can make sound decisions as if you just busted a nut.
Yeah, I don't know if Webster actually said that.
No, he didn't. But our listener Big Easy Q told us all about it and we can relate. Women, men, so listen. If you have a story of when you did something foolish.
In pre-nut mode.
Yeah, something really dumb. Maybe it was top grime. Especially something in pre-nut mode you don't want nobody to know about. Hit us up and we'll tell the world. We can all laugh at your expense and hopefully you'll learn from your mistakes.
Aristotle once said, the results of pre-nut mode is the best teacher. I think he said some shit like that.
Send us your stories at Dear Erby at themrapodcast.com. That's Dear Erby at themrapodcast.com. And now it's time for a post-nut mode story, only on the MRA Podcast. Come out, this one is from Sheree in Gary, Indiana. She said, I mess with this man who acts just like a little boy. He always want to do it. He always want to tape us. He gets off on watching the tape. I told him that ain't really my style. I ain't supposed to be doing it anyway because we ain't married.
Oh.
Besides, I'm very cautious about the way I raise my kids, and I don't want to set a bad example. They don't even know I mess around. I sneak my boyfriend in when they are away at their father's house. A few weeks ago, I let this fool talk me into making a sex tape. I told him to erase it. He said he would, but then he got sick and I had to take him to the hospital. I called my ex and told him I had to make an emergency run, but he didn't get my message. He brought my kids home early like he always does, but I wasn't there. I'm thinking it's cool because I left him a message, but he never got it. So my ex comes in my house. My kids have a key. They start looking through the house, wondering where I am. They call, but ain't no reception at the hospital. They get worried. They start looking through the house and find the camera. They all look at the tape, thinking it was a clue, and it was. They saw me on the tape doing it. My ex and my kids saw me doing Lord knows what. I hate that I let my now ex-boyfriend get me on tape like that. That's from Sheree and Gary. Come on, what went wrong?
She didn't watch him delete it. This reminds me of the greatest movie, one of the greatest movies of all time, National Lampoon's European Vacation. Clark taped his wife, a little sex scene, little sex tape. She told him to erase it. He never got around to it. The camera got stolen in France, and then they posted her image on billboards, and she was hot.
So horrible. And
she left Clark at the end of the scene, and they got back together because, of course, he saved her, but she was done with Clark. And so you remind me of Ellen Griswold. Sheree, you let the guy tape you. You low key kind of know he's not going to delete it if he just tells you he's going to delete it. You gotta watch him. You gotta watch him delete it. And I gotta say, your ex, man, say looking around for evidence. They looked at that video. I think that the ex-husband kind of knew what the. I don't know if he was looking for like a sex tape, but I'm sure it was his idea. Let's look for clues, guys.
Yeah. Hey, my dude, who the fuck is using video cameras for sex tapes, Kamal?
It's like phones, right?
Yeah, like why aren't y'all using? Because if you just use a fucking iPad with the password, this doesn't happen.
Oh yeah, straight.
I blame
camera.
you for using technology from 1997.
Yeah.
We come back. Cardi B and Offset are having another baby. Is this good news? We'll get into it. It's the MRA Podcast. Hey guys, if you're digging the show, then please tell somebody. People might say something to you like, hey man, what podcast you listening to? And that's when you say the MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal.
Or the MRA Podcast with Kamal and Kyle.
Offset famously cheated on his wife, Cardi B. He got her back because he has the best crawlback game in the business, Kamal.
Oh, without a doubt.
He lost her again, got her back, and now he has some insurance in the form of another baby. Cardi B announced that she is expecting another baby in a big way during the BET Awards. The Migos was doing a set. She came and did a guest spot and let everybody see in her outfit. It was like a window that spotlighted that she had a baby mound. How cool. So I didn't watch the BET Awards initially. Did you watch them?
Nah.
I missed them, so I had to watch. I had to watch knowing what happened. I think that would have been cool if I didn't know and I was just watching. I heard it was a good awards, but I missed it. Well documented that these people have had problems. This is the MRA Podcast. We ride for the dudes, but I also keep it 100. And I try not to look like I'm Dirty Mac, and I try not to look like I'm one of these radio hosts, these male radio hosts that man bash. I hope you don't see me think I'm one of those man bashers. I am not. I definitely try to give the man's perspective, but I sometimes a little more brutally honest than guys want to be because they don't want to lose their woman. Mm-hmm. But I want men to be more honest so that we can all be more honest. Maybe I'm delusional. I think Offset,
sure.
Huh?
Aspirational, more like it.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, my brother. I think Offset has stepped out before. I think he stepped out a few times. I think that's why they all broke up all those times, even if they didn't confirm it. And so I don't know if Offset is out of the stepping out business. And a lot of times couples are accused of having a baby so that they could keep their relationship together. And so this is dangerous if you think a baby can keep a relationship together. It didn't work when I was born, Kamal. I definitely had that task when I was born. Didn't work. So maybe I'm biased, but I don't think that is a great idea. But I am happy that they love each other, man, that they're trying. Once again, you're going to hear me say this a few times today. I hope she understands who Offset is. I hope she can really love him for him, not just expect him to love her for her. You got to understand, he accepted a stripper. A lot of dudes don't want to accept a stripper. He wifed a stripper.
Former.
Huh?
Former, Kyle. Come on now.
I don't give a goddamn, my nigga. If
Once a stripper, always a stripper.
And she was not only a stripper, she was going to dudes' apartment. I mean, she said she was going to niggas' houses and robbing them.
Yeah, drugging them.
Yeah, like, come on, man. So, I mean, you wifed a stripper, my dude. My point is he accepted her for her, Kamal. You got to accept him for him. And you're saying, hey, well, that's his past. All I'm saying is, man, I hope that she can accept, because it's really the ball's in her court. This marriage could stay together if she could just hang on to the real Offset and not expect him to be who he's not. What you say about them having a baby, Kamal?
I think it's a good thing, man.
Amen.
If you can keep the family intact, raising kids, I mean, it low-key changes you, man, especially if you are doing like a lot of the day-to-day decisions, which schools they're going to parent conferences, doctor's appointments and whatnot. It makes you see the big picture. A lot of guys, because for some reason the guys are left out a lot of times in the decision-making process.
Yeah, sometimes they want to be left off.
A lot, if we can get away with it.
Especially if you got the dough.
If you can get pay somebody, but if you're a part of it, man, it definitely changes the whole perspective. And so I know for me, just making a lot of the decisions, I always think family first. Like
Nice.
if it's like on the rocks or something like that, like man, if I gotta go apologize, if I gotta, do whatever I gotta do to keep the family intact because I'm active.
Here's the problem, Kamal.
What's up?
Offset's willing to apologize.
Mm-hmm.
Offset loves his wife.
Mhm.
He's willing to embarrass himself. He's the king of the crawlback. The thing Offset has that you don't have is he has reached his potential as an artist, and you have not. Neither have I. You don't know what it's like to be Kamal Abdul-Jabbar. And this audience, you have no idea. I'm a huge fan of Kamal. We're friends, but I'm almost a bigger fan than we are friends.
Oh,
The
man.
guy is a genius. Y'all don't know it yet. I promise you'll find out. You'll see. This guy
making me
is a
blush.
genius. And when you guys find out how much of a genius he is, we're going to find out how hard marriage really is.
Oh, that keeping the family intact shit. Like, Kyle,
real good.
the family's like strangling me. It's
When's the
stifling.
last time some pussy has been offered to you, nigga?
Oh, man. It's been so
Exactly. Exactly.
I think I would run
let's
away the
fast
first
forward to-
time. Yeah, I wouldn't even know what to do with it. But I think the second
You'd
time
be
and third
scared.
time, I would know what to do. But the first time, I'd be like, this is a setup.
Let me tell you something, man. Imagine the baddest chicks in Hollywood knowing that you can get them employed, how they're going to treat you, the way they're going to flirt with you, the way they're going to try to work their magic to have favor with you.
What are you doing?
That
to
is
me?
a whole different ball game, Kamal
What are
Abdul-Jabbar.
you doing to me, Kyle? What are you doing,
I'm just
man?
trying
You're
to
killing me,
listen.
man. You're killing me. Oh, my
All I'm
God.
saying is I want our audience to hear I'm bad cop, you're good cop. Even good cop understands that it's going to be a challenge when he has those options.
This man is trying to turn me into bad cop, and he's doing a
No.
very damn
No.
good job of it. You
But
sound
it ain't easy, my
like one of
guy.
them grizzled cops, like talking to like the fresh faced rookie. We'll see after
Yeah.
10 years, after one of these
Yep.
gangbangers takes a shot at
Yep.
you, you still want to give him a pass.
Yeah,
and-
let's see how great you are, sir. After training day, after about 10 years on the job. And you know what, man? This is important because when we come back, man, we got to talk about a guy who was going through it. This guy loves to party. This guy loves the ladies, and he also loves his lady. But it's hard to put all those together. We got to talk about Tristan and Chloe. It's the MRA Podcast. Hey guys and gals, if you're enjoying the show, let someone know. Whatever app you're listening on, please subscribe, give us 5 stars, and leave a positive comment.
And why wouldn't you give us 5 stars and a positive comment? We're great.
Yes, we are. This helps our placement so that other people can enjoy the show as well.
And why wouldn't they? We're great.
Kamal, the king of the crawlback, is Offset. He got his wife back. It worked. They got a baby on the way, as we just talked about in the last segment. But Tristan is trying to crawl back, but his wounds are fresh. He's been caught multiple times. He had the Jordan Woods incident. Here's a problem with Tristan. He messes up too close to home and very publicly. This Negro went to a party allegedly, and there was 3 women there. And I mean, he was grabbing on booties allegedly. Went into a room with a dude and 3 girls. Word got back to Chloe because inside the party, people were saying, like some of the sources were saying, the party was definitely one that he could have invited his girlfriend to because lots of couples came. How ridiculous does that sound? Ladies, I don't understand why you think we'd want to bring you to a goddamn party that's full of women and that has rooms. I don't know anything about these parties no more. Marcus, you look like one of Marcus' girls. My boy C Ball, he goes to these kind of parties. I don't know anything about these parties. I'm reading the story on Daily Mail, and I guess they have rooms, and they're in these big old mansions. And I might sound old. My son might text me, but like, yeah, Dad, you don't know. This is how the parties are these days. I mean, I remember going to kickbacks back in the day. Everybody would go off and hook up and stuff. But I never ever remember going to some big old mansion and everybody's having a good time, turning up. They got a bar, they got a weed bar. And then they got bedrooms where you just go do your thing. So Tristan allegedly went into a bedroom with 3 girls and one of his boys. Came out 30 minutes later being disheveled. He's grabbing on booties. One of the party goers, like I said that he should have brought his girlfriend. If parties are cracking like that, I don't understand why you'd want to even bring your girlfriend.
No. Here's the problem.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Here's the problem I see with Tristan Thompson.
Help
Like
us.
going to these parties and always getting busted. Kyle, the man, is 6'9". Everywhere he goes, he is the tallest man in the room.
It is
in
hard to blend in when you're a giant.
In a crowded party, you can always see his head and neck and shoulders.
Yeah, man. Ain't that a trip?
Wherever he goes, he will be spotted.
Which is great when you like the ladies like he appears to. Because the girls are always going to crane their head and look at him. And he plays in the NBA right now. He's got NBA money right now. And their money is long.
Oh,
and he's young and he's handsome and he likes to have fun. Can you imagine how nice it must be to be Tristan Thompson? It also comes with a lot of pain because he loves Chloe. I believe he does. And ladies, if you're rolling your eyes, you really don't understand dudes. And so you're in the right place. So you can understand. Yes, he loves Chloe. And I'm going to get into what he said. So basically, he did a birthday post to Chloe. He said, "Happy birthday at Khloe Kardashian. Thank you for being not just an amazing partner, mommy, and best friend," which is always hurts my feelings, ladies, because you always claim to be our best friend. But our real friends understand who we are, and they don't try to change us. But anyway, he said, "Also, you're the kindest, caring, and most loving human I've ever met. Your spirit is contagious to all you've met." This sounds like a great woman. Come out, poor girl, because she's hurting. But also, I need her to understand she can help this. He said, "I love you so much. Have an amazing day." How's this crawlback going, Kamal?
Crawlback game is pretty good, man. It's I give it a solid B plus A minus.
Okay, B plus, grading on the curve of Offset, the great.
Well, yeah, compared to Offset, it's about an A minus, man. Offset's
Okay.
an A plus.
Yes.
Tristan's about an A minus, B plus, depending on the day. The problem with Tristan is, like you said, man, the public humiliation.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's the issue. Offset, we just hear Cardi's mad. You know, there may be some rumors, but she's mad and she might spill a little bit of the beans. Where it's like we're reading about Tristan.
That's so funny. Come out is great insight.
Yeah.
That is great insight. We never hear about this nigga Offset. Remember the time Offset might have been, he hit his phone, whatever. We saw that because he was playing a video game.
Mm-hmm.
But Tristan keeps doing things publicly.
Right.
He keeps getting caught by the tabloids.
Right.
He's embarrassing his girl.
Right. And so his crawlback having an A minus, nah, homie, you're gonna need an AP A plus.
A plus, which is a 5.0.
You need a 5.0. This one is good, but I don't know if it's good enough. Especially like you said, man, the news is he just got caught, you know, he was seen going into a room with 3 other chicks.
In public, Kamal.
And see, the thing about it is, and I think this is a little different from Offset. The other people got some pretty good crawlbacks. Tristan still likes to be out and about.
Yes.
You know, he still likes to be clubbing and partying and stuff like that. And so at these events, cameras and paparazzi, and I'm not sure about Offset, but it's like he's maybe into a chick.
Yeah.
I'm into this chick, and we don't, you know, it's more discreet.
Yes.
This guy
smarter.
Yeah, he's like he's 19. Yeah, he's 19
he's
all over
still
again.
An idiot. He's 30 years old, and this is why, ladies, this is so important that you kind of got to be patient with your man. If he's 55 years old doing this kind of shit, then I don't know what to tell you. But if he's under 40 doing this type of shit, just be patient. I promise you he'll slow down. And this is coming from a man who only slowed down, not because of love. I slowed down because of time. It's just like LeBron. He's slowing down on the court. Time. It's going to slow everybody down. Tristan will slow down. He's just not ready to slow down. And maybe his girl needs to be patient for that, or maybe he needs to back up. Let me give you an example, Kamal. You and I both went to Eisenhower High School, Rialto, California. Mm-hmm. Our rival was Fontana High School, known as Faux High. Tristan is like a guy who has a girlfriend at Fontana High School, right? Mm-hmm. Girlfriend goes to another school. Okay. You could do your thing at Ike, and it may or may not get back to her. But this nigga Tristan going to Faux High parties and filling on boots. Like, what
What are you doing?
He going to 4 high parties.
You go to 4 high parties, filling on booties, going back to some room with some girl. Like, nigga, you're in Hollywood, and your girlfriend is a popular woman in this town.
And
you're dissing her in front of her friends. What are you doing?
And his association with her causes the paparazzi to follow him.
Yes.
You know, he's affiliated with the most famous family in America.
Yes.
You know, as far as we don't have royalty. So as far as
the
like
closest thing to royalty in America
is the paparazzi. I mean, like our celebrities.
Yeah.
And they get the same treatment. Yeah, they get the royalty treatment because they don't really do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Beyonce, Jay-Z, they record and they making music. Yeah. These ladies in that family don't really do shit. They have businesses that they started off of their famous brand.
Off their fame. Yes.
Right, off their fame, and salute to that, you know, but they don't, you know, they got famous off of
being
famous.
Yeah.
You know,
they're popular. That's
Popular.
what literally their talent is they're popular. So that means they have friends everywhere. And yo dumbass, if you can get your girl back, man, but just fall back. They give some advice from the homie, dog. I guess I'm the big homie. It feels weird to be older than you, but I am. Fall back. Keep doing the work, but fall back, man. Enjoy. Get your ass, man. Just get it out you, man. You're going to need about 10 years to slow down, bro. Just, especially since you're in the league right now, just slow down. Don't be in a rush to get her back, man.
No, I'm sorry. I was going to say, I thought he was going to chill after LeBron left. He wasn't really, LeBron left Cleveland. He really wasn't as hot as a commodity as he used to be.
But let me tell you something. He's still in the National Basketball Association. That's why I feel bad for Tristan, because I know you like, you feel bad for him? I do. Because he's not monogamous. He obviously isn't. And I'm tired of that being a bad thing. It's not. The problem is, man, he's in love with a popular girl. If his girl had been anybody else, nobody would care. There would be no paparazzi after him. He's not an A-list basketball player. If he was just he's a regular journeyman basketball player. Nope, it would not be in the Daily Mail if he was with his girlfriend from wherever he's from, Canada. Nobody would give a shit. He'd be able to do his thing. But unfortunately, his girl is super famous, and so you're going to have to either slow down or get her to agree with it. And even if she does agree to it, she's not going to publicly agree to it. She's always going to ask you to be discreet, and you seem to have a problem with that. When we come back, Usher puts T-Pain on blast. Is it a flag on the play? Find out. It's the MRE Podcast. You listen to us, but Kamal and I want you to know that we listen to you too.
Even if we don't always respond to your tweets in a timely manner.
I love how you say we, man. So if you have some feedback, maybe you agree.
Maybe you disagree.
Or maybe you just want to tell us how much you love the show, or that you want to testify about how we specifically helped you out. Or maybe you just want to tell Kamal how he was right or wrong.
But mostly right.
Whatever you want to tell us, hit us on our social. I'm at Kyle Erby.
I'm at Angry Kamal.
Hit us up and you just might hear your comment on the air.
Promise. We'll be gentle.
T-Pain was on the Netflix docuseries This Is Pop and said that Usher told him back in the day that something that hurt his feelings and made him feel real bad. Check out the clip.
We was actually going to the 2013 BET Awards, and we were all in first class, and I went to sleep. I was awakened by the flight attendant. She said, Usher would like to talk to you in the back. So I got up and went back, and he was like, how's everything going? Quick small talk. No big deal. And he was like, man, I want to tell you something, man. I was like, what's good? I thought he was about to tell me something real. He sounded real concerned. He was like, man, you kind of fucked up music. I didn't understand. Usher was my friend. He was like, nah, man, you really fucked up music for real singers.
Come out, this must have had to hurt. Golly. How do you feel about what Usher said to T-Pain that day?
I'm not mad at it, man, because the thing about it is now I'm sure it stung for T-Pain, especially when people are brutally honest, people who you admire, you look up to, whatever, and someone's brutally honest. And, usually like the little bullshit small talk, I'm a big fan of yours too. People just keep, kicking that bullshit. But Usher's been around the block.
Yeah.
Usher is an icon. And so I guess in Usher's point of his career, he's like, dude, I can say whatever I want to, especially to the little homie T-Pain. So he told him, You know,
like a grandma, man. Grandmas don't give a fuck about your feelings.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, Usher be with them older women, so he probably
Nigga, you was a fool.
you know what I'm saying? He probably just
He used to it.
yeah, he used to
He
it.
been seasoned by his older wives.
He been seasoned. You talking that grandma shit. But nah, man, so you know, he's telling him, man, you fucked up music and it's not T-Pain. I get what Usher's saying, and I wouldn't take offense to it. I wouldn't take offense to if I was T-Pain. And if you take it on the surface like you fucked up music, no, he didn't. T-Pain did something that was so popular, people bit. And everyone else started doing it. But that's not T-Pain's fault people bit.
True. Yeah.
You know, it's like when everybody was like biting off of Das Effects. Now, the people who didn't understand the Georgie Porgy joke,
Hilarious.
you probably don't know
You probably don't know who Das Effects
you
is.
probably don't know who Das Effects is. And if you try to copy that new Diana Ross song, you don't know Diana Ross. You don't know Das Effects either. You're trying to get that Diana Ross album. But you know, their whole thing was, their whole shtick was the miggity and iggity and biggity and all of that. And like,
Dog, they changed lingo. They changed the hip hop lingo.
for about a year or two, every rapper was saying miggity iggity, like Cube and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Ice Cube
man.
was saying iggity miggity, until it just got oversaturated and became so whack that they were considered whack.
Yeah, but they were
They
the
were the
pioneers.
originators, and everyone bit and flooded the market, and now they looked whack. T-Pain didn't fall off like Das Effects. But yeah, he did start a trend, whereas everybody started doing this auto tuning now. That's pretty much the trend now, right? Like for like R&B and like even hip hop. But and the thing about it is, T-Pain really can sing.
Yeah.
You know, that was just like a stylistic choice. He didn't really need it. A lot of cats need it. T-Pain doesn't. So I understand where Usher's coming from. I don't think it's a slight on T-Pain per se. And I know T-Pain said it hurt his feelings, but I hope he could see the bigger picture and was like, I was so dope. I had all these copycats, and the copycats are the ones that fucked it up. You know?
Well, the hard thing is it came at a hard time in T-Pain's life. So to have like the big homie crush your dreams like that has to hurt. The other thing I don't like about this is not necessarily a flag on the play, but it's selfish motives, man. It's like, you're fucking it up for me because I'm a real singer. And now, you know, you guys with all this auto-tune shit, it's making it hard on me. You're supposed to, though. Here's the thing I love about it, Kamau. It's uber masculine. It's hyper masculine to talk to the man to his face. Send for him on the plane. I don't like that they woke him up. Come out. I don't know if you know how much I despise being awakened. If I am sleeping and, you know, my lady wants to tell me she's leaving, I am furious if she wakes me up. Don't do that. Just leave.
I forgot all about how the conversation started.
What are you talking about?
I forgot about how the conversation between Usher and T-Pain started.
This nigga was asleep.
He summoned him. Like, go get that nigga.
To the back
Go
of
get that.
the back of first class.
Yeah, go.
Motherfucker, you woke me up for this shit?
Hey, you sent somebody to wake me up. Hey, can you go wake that motherfucker up and tell him I want to talk to him?
He sleep. Wake him up then. I need to talk to him. You couldn't have talked to this nigga when he woke up?
Yeah,
you could have
man.
talked to him at the airport?
At the baggage claim. He was like,
He woke his ass up for that
I
shit.
need to get this shit off
Boy,
my
that's
chest.
so frustrating to me. Come out of my sleep. I'm so serious about my sleep, man. I would have been so hot. That's the only thing that I didn't like, man. When we come back, we have a candidate for the worst stepson ever. We'll tell you it's the MRA Podcast. Guys, I have a comedy album. It's called Be a Man at All Times, and it's on, what's it on? Oh, Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you stream your content.
It's a damn good comedy album.
I appreciate that, man. There's stand-up on there. Kamal and I wrote a whodunit mystery called The Case of the Missing Balls. That's on there.
Based on a true story.
Check out the album. Show your boy some support. And you can buy it on iTunes. Keyword buy it. Stop streaming. Kamal, you sent me this shit, and it was supposed to be sad, but I laughed my ass off.
I laughed too.
My son gonna like this shit. Now, my boy loved the goddamn, what's the nigga's name? MC Kevin?
Yeah.
I can see my younger son liking this shit. I don't know about Big Boy. I know it's for a June bug. I'm not sure, but we gonna find out. So a man got embarrassed by his punk ass stepson. According to Yahoo, he explained the situation on Reddit's "Am I the Asshole?" He says, "I have 2 stepkids. My stepdaughter's apple of my eye, of course, because girls tend to be beautiful. I love her to pieces, but my stepson has a difficult personality. It's been difficult trying to establish a good bond with him, like my stepdaughter. My wife says that's his nature, so I should stop pressuring him. He recently started spending time with me, but every time he'd pull a nasty prank. Like remember on Police Academy when they put super glue in this motherfucking shampoo?
They put liquid plastic in the man's shampoo.
I hate pranks, man.
Yowza. Oh, yeah. Oh.
If you don't know DOS effects, you're not going to know this Police Academy reference.
You're not going to know a Police Academy 2 reference.
We know the goddamn song they was singing, man. If you're our age group, you are laughing your ass off right now. If you're a young buck or old motherfucker, you're like, what? Come on, get to it. Sorry.
Police Academy? What the hell is that?
The stepson will replace the shampoo or ruin my credit. Ruin my credit? Or ruin my tires, rear lights? That's just bullshit, dude. The kid needs his ass beat. He said I was worried for my safety. Oh, sound like a bitch. And got paranoid about getting in the car or going to the supermarket with a ruined credit card, so I kept my distance. This kid literally has this man by the balls. I mean, literally, this is some Kevin fucking... What's Kevin's last name on Home Alone?
McAllister?
This is some Kevin McAllister shit, come out. I'm just going to say that's next level that you knew his last name, though. I just want to know.
I had a question mark at the end of it. I wasn't.
You knew. No, it's what it was. Here's the thing, though. You don't have to know Daz Effects to know Kevin McAllister. All right, let's keep it moving. I received a beautiful... He said, Father's Day, I took my wife and stepson and stepdaughter to my in-laws' house for breakfast. I received a beautiful gift from my stepdaughter and didn't expect my stepson to give me anything as always, but he did bring me a gift. I opened the box and saw a stinky old sock of mine that I lost a couple of months ago, placed inside. The look on my face said it all. My stepson encouraged me to show everyone. This little shit was like, hey guys, hey dad, why don't you show everybody?
We show what I got you.
Show what I got you, Dad. Oh my God, that's hysterical, man. I just got up and walked out of the room silently while my stepson was laughing.
He was laughing at her. He basically, he succeeded. I want to make him walk away in shame. He didn't feel bad. Oh, fuck, I went too far. He was like, that's exactly what I was expecting you to do.
That's what I was hoping for. Oh my God, that's so funny to me. I got up and walked out of the room silently while my stepson was laughing behind me. What he did felt so humiliating, I almost cried. My wife is upset that I left. Man, come out. He should have listened to his wife. That don't even sound like me, but I'm saying it anyway. Whew. Wifey warned you, bro. She said, stop pressuring him. He don't want to fuck with you like that. He probably thinks that you're the reason why mom and dad ain't together. He's wrong. But in his mind, that's why. He's going to either come to you when he's ready or not. Just be happy you got the daughter, man, because you could have 2 motherfuckers on your ass. What say you, Kamal?
Well, I'm going to take the opposite approach, man, because I agree that he shouldn't pressure the son. He said he backed off.
Yeah.
You know, he said he backed off. So the dude is living in this man's house. So if we're going to family breakfast, nigga, you going with the family.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You're going. So it's like, you in my house, dude. I cannot keep my distance. Obviously, I'm not going to take you out in the back to play catch. We ain't going fishing. But, homie, we going to be around each other at the dinner table. Facts. And all of this shit. So you will respect me in my house. You're going to be cordial. Yes. You're going to say good morning, good morning. We ain't got to shoot the shit.
Yeah.
But all of those things. So the gift, and the pranks, I think, were like come on, man. Son, like mom's got to step in. You ruining the credit card.
Moms.
So
Yeah,
I'm
stop
really
that shit.
my anger is more geared towards mom.
Yeah,
Like
man.
I'm reevaluating my relationship, my marriage. Like hold the
Yeah,
fuck
man.
up. Because if I jump on him, I'm the bad guy. You ain't gonna say shit. You gonna allow this shit? All you gonna say
You're not
is,
even gonna
well,
block.
you should. There's a difficult personality. Difficult. This nigga need his ass beat.
He needs it bad.
Right. And then with the with the Father's Day gift, I don't think it was that bad. I might even laugh too, if I got the sock. But this guy was humiliated. He walked away crying, almost wanted to cry.
Yeah.
And the wife was mad that he left. Like, what the fuck? What was he supposed to do?
Come on. he
Stay there
spoiled
and
this
let people
woman.
laugh at him? Like, I think the wife is
Spoiled.
she's an enabler.
She's spoiled, my guy.
Mm-hmm.
She's spoiled. And that's what happens. See, ladies, you know how they say nice guys finish last? This is why. Women like this give you a bad name, good women. Because there's no way she should be blocking for this man. What does it mean to be blocking for him in football? If somebody blocks for you, they help you get to the touchdown. She needs to be checking this man, because checking these kids, the son, because this guy's taking over payments for some man. Ladies, you know good and well, once you have kids, that some men don't want to fuck with you. And this man was like, I don't care. Not only do I not care, because some dudes are just smashing, stay away from the kids. He's literally moving in and taking on all the shit. But I'm telling you, man, he wants it too badly, bro. He's too thirsty. He need to just be cool with the dude, cordial with the kid, stop fucking with him, man, because the kid knows you want him as a son. And he has the power as long as you give a shit. The second you don't give a fuck, man, you just cordial and just focus on mom. But I'm telling you right now, this son about to get his way, because I would have been done with her ass after
I'll
this
say
shit.
this, man. The kid is gonna get real pop's ass beat.
That is hilarious.
Nigga, you raised him.
Not by this guy.
Not by
This guy needs to reach out to Real Pops and see if Real Pops can step in. Because if it was me, if I was Real Pops, as much as I would dread to see somebody else with my ex, I would step in and talk to him. Actually, I would congratulate my boy for having my back. But then I would be like, man, we don't do that.
You can't do.
We
this
don't
shit, man.
torment people. You don't gotta fuck with them. But we don't bully people. We don't torment people. We don't make people feel bad. That's not our brand. So I'm glad that you don't like him. But I call off the dogs.
Yeah, as far as
Hey, man.
I mean, as long as he don't do nothing that I disagree with, man. If he's a stand up guy, solid, I'm not gonna dislike the guy. And I wouldn't really. I would want my kids to dislike him if he was a stand up guy. But
Fuck that.
if
Dislike him. Period.
on GP.
Nah, give him a chance, man. Give him a chance. I really don't give a shit, because that ain't none of my business. So give him a chance. I don't like him, but I'm still gonna be nice, and so you need to be nice too, man. We come back, man. Come out finally back from vacation. We gonna tell us about it. And a soccer star has more pull than you could imagine. We'll talk about it. It's the MRA Podcast. Hey guys, what's up? If you're enjoying this show, do us a favor and donate to our Patreon.
Word.
Just go to www.patreon.com. That's Patreon.com and make a donation to the MRA Podcast of Kyle and Kamal.
Word.
It's that simple. Listen to the show, love the show, share the show, break the show off with some dough.
Bars.
Come on, how was your trip, dog? Costa Rica, man. You finally back to America. How was it?
Oh, man, it was good, man. It took me a couple of
Dope.
days to get back into it, man. I was still like kind of on vacation mentally.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, it's hard to come back to everything, man. But gotta say, man, Costa Rica is fly. It's nice. I highly recommend it. It's
Nice.
a little pricey, especially like the places that the Americans. It's not pricey. It's just not as cheap as I thought it would be. The place that the Americans frequent and whatnot. However, they say it is one of the safest countries to visit in Central America. So you ain't got to worry about getting robbed or scammed or nothing like that.
Yeah.
The people are honest. We thought
That's
this
good to
guy
know.
got us
Yeah.
for this river trip, man. But
He got you?
sure enough, he was where he said he was gonna meet us, but we misunderstood him. And so we were at a different location. Like, this motherfucker got us, man. Why do we trust these motherfuckers? But he was where he said he was going to be the entire time. We got to him about an hour later. He still, made sure we went on this trip, fed the crocodiles, illegally, of course, but tried to feed the monkeys, but the monkey wasn't fucking with us. And so we enjoyed ourselves, man. I think me and the wife are gonna go back, and I'm trying to send my parents there for my mom's 70th. That's how much I love Costa Rica.
Did you get the chickens and feed the crocodiles?
Nah, I wasn't fucking around with that. I let the guy. He had some sausage. I let him do that.
All right, man. So really quick. So I'm glad you loved it, man. Really quick, man. Speaking of international, there's a soccer star, one of the biggest soccer players in the world, Cristiano Ronaldo, known as Ronaldo. He was preparing to begin a press conference when he looked to his right and saw a bottle of Coca-Cola neatly placed for the camera right next to the water. Ronaldo then grabbed the Coke bottles, 2 of them, moved them far away from him, pushed them out of frame, held up the water bottle, and said, "Agua." To make matters worse, he mumbled with disdain, "He's Coca-Cola." Kamal, this guy, Ronaldo, is one of the biggest stars in the world. He has 300 million Twitter followers. It's the biggest out of anybody, even social media people. He's got the most. Kardashians, all of them. He's got 300 million. Well, that influence was able to drop Coca-Cola's market share by $4 billion. Can you believe that kind of pool, Kamal?
No. And
that's amazing.
Honestly, man, like the world is lucky I don't run like a Fortune 500 company, because I would run it like dudes from RoboCop. And you know what I'm saying? Wow. Like, that's another reference.
Hilarious. If you don't know Dawes Effects, no, I'm just like, keep going.
That's another reference, but like, you know what I'm saying? Just having motherfuckers kneecapped and all of that shit. Like, you don't fuck with the brand.
You would have to take his ass out.
Ah, man, I would have somebody slide into him.
Hilarious slide tackle.
Yeah.
This is what I would have to do, man, on the up and up, man. Look, Coca-Cola, as a stockholder myself, we got water. So just, hey, try smart water, man, next time. When we come back, man, we got a Dear Erby from a woman whose boyfriend is moving back with his ex. Should she be worried? Kamal and I are going to coach her up. It's an MRA podcast. You need some advice in your relationship
and can't afford a therapist?
Yeah. Hit us up and we'll get you through this.
We won't even charge you a copay.
Exactly. The Dear Erby letter is our longest standing segment on the MRA, dating all the way back to the webisodes. This is where we truly save relationships one listener at a time. We've saved marriages.
Encouraged divorce.
Taught a guy how to please his woman.
Encouraged divorce.
Yeah, so hit us up for advice and we'll help you out. Send your emails to dearerby@themrapodcast.com. That is dearerby@themrapodcast.com. Let's get into this Dear Erby letter.
Let us.
Dear Erby, I have been with my guy for a couple of years. He is a lot younger than me. I am very happy with him. The sex is bomb. We still do it anytime, anywhere. He's the first man to make me giddy in a long time. That's important. He works hard to provide for his kids. He got 2 baby mamas and an estranged wife who be trying to get him for money while making it hard for him to see the kids. A woman using the kids to hurt her ex?
The hell you said
that come out?
No, I don't believe it.
That's crazy. Anyway, he told me last week that he's moving in with his estranged wife so he can see his kids more. I'm hurt about it. He says he doesn't have time to be hitting that no more, but should I be worried? Come on, what say you, dog?
First and
That's
foremost,
some Lady Big Bucks in Atlanta. She was actually the same woman who gave us our feedback. What say you, bro?
First and foremost, when she says the sex is bomb, Lady Big Bucks definitely gets the DOS Effects reference.
You ain't lying. She said the bomb.
Yeah, she said that sex is the bomb.
Yeah.
Definitely gets it. Lady Big Bucks, should you be worried? Yes. Yes. This is probably flag on the play on my part, but I gotta keep it 100 with you. You could still be closer to your kids without moving in with the ex-wife. Remember, I talked about earlier in the episode, I would do everything in my power to keep the family intact.
Yes.
Looks like the boyfriend is trying to keep the family intact.
Absolutely.
And if he's got to go on dates with the wife and all of that, so be it. But his main goal is to keep the family intact. Now, I think that he could have been a little bit more forceful and a little bit more stronger to get to see his kids. It wouldn't have to, resort to moving back in. But it looks like that's what she dangled over his head, relationship or or you don't get to see your kids. He chose relationship and family. I get it. I don't agree with this actual with this course of action. I would still just, if I have to go to the courts or whatever, but I would see my kids without moving in. But once the man moved in, Lady Big Bucks, it doesn't seem too promising for you guys' future.
Yo, what's up? I'm Kyle.
And I'm Kamal.
And you're listening to the MRA podcast, where men come to talk and women come to eavesdrop. Kamal, that was short, sweet, and excellent.
Thank you.
I have a different perspective. Should she be worried? No, she should not. She should only be worried the same reason Khloe Kardashian needs to be worried, the same reason Cardi B needs to be worried. They're in love with breeders. It's a new term I've been saying on this podcast because I'm just realizing what it is. Now, in the homosexual community, they call heterosexual men breeders, but I'm starting to realize that a breeder is a certain type of dude. It's a stud. Well endowed, great at sex. I am starting to believe there's certain people on this earth, Kamal, obviously with a higher sex drive than the others. I'm talking about the men. I believe that a man's purpose is to be fruitful and multiply. I've said that before, right, Kamal?
Oh, several times.
I absolutely believe that's what a man's purpose is. And the other day I was laying in the grass and I saw a bee going from flower to flower to flower to flower, and I was thinking, that's what breeders do. Sean Kemp's. You wonder, why is it that these guys have 8 kids? What's wrong with these fools?
I mean, DMX guy, he had over 10, right?
Yeah, exactly. You don't understand it because you're not a breeder. There's certain men. Did you know, I read this, Kamal. They said, I'm about to make up the stats, but I'm paraphrasing it. They said 90% of the cows in America come from one bull.
How many?
One.
No, how many percent of the
90%.
90?
No, I gotta find the stat, so it's not, but it's a crazy number like that. It's like there's this one bull that's just laying it, and he's the best. Dude, sometimes when I'm watching porn, I'm like, these guys are talented. I always thought I was good, but these guys are professionals. Every dude ain't created equal. Tristan Thompson is a breeder. I bet you Tristan is beating it up. Well, I bet you Offset is Matter of fact, Cardi B has said how good Offset's wood is. She said it. It is very hard for a breeder to be faithful. And look at what Lady Big Buck said. She literally said, the sex is bomb. We do it anytime, anywhere. Come on, when's the last time you had sex in a car? You don't have to answer because I know it's been years. Years. For me too, it's been years. If you're having sex in the car, a lot of that is him. If you're not having sex in the car, a lot of that is him. He can wait. If he can't wait, y'all been together 2 years and he's still trying to hit in the car, this guy has a high sex drive. He's also young. She said he was a younger guy. But I'm just saying, there's a cost to this type of man. And here's the good news, Lady Big Bucks. Most women can't handle this kind of man. So his wife is probably like Khloe. She's going to fuck it up. She's going to try to put him in handcuffs. And you can't put certain men in handcuffs. He will gnaw his fucking arm off before he's in a handcuff. Certain dudes, you ain't locking them down. That bull who's responsible for all the cows in the country, you ain't locking that dude down. He will run through the wall. It don't matter how much he love you. Offset, no matter how much he love you, he ain't slowing down till he slows down. It ain't got to do with his love, Kamal. He gonna slow down eventually, just like Jordan slowed down on the court, just like LeBron is slowing down on the court. Kobe, rest in peace, started slowing down. You're gonna have to wait till nature slows him down. And most likely, his wife will not be able to handle the truth. So hold on. But understand you're with the breeder, and understand that's not just a man, that's a special kind of man. He's laying pipe. His whole purpose is to lay pipe. If you can hang on, Lady Big Bucks, you don't need to worry, because most women cannot handle the truth. And if you can, you just separated yourself from 90% of the women. Where can we find you?
Twitter, Instagram, and Clubhouse at Angry Cabal.
I am at Kyle Erby on all social media, at the MRA Podcast. I'm not on Clubhouse yet.
How about to say all social
I know,
media?
I know. It's not all social media. Let me clarify that. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm not on all social
Not
media.
Snapchat?
I'm not on Snapchat.
Not TikTok?
I'm not on TikTok, and I'm not on Clubhouse. So,
Oh my God.
yeah, I'm on those three.
Dinosaur over here.
KyleErby.com is my website. You can check out some of the commercials I've done, some videos I've done, all that fun stuff. MRApodcast.com is where you can listen to 152 episodes. I realize come out of 52 weeks in the year times 3 would be 156. It's going to be our 3-year anniversary come out.
Oh,
It's coming.
yeah.
I mean, how exciting is that? I'm excited about it, man. 3 years coming up. We are strong every week. Thank you for showing up, man.
A month from the day or something?
Yeah, it's coming up. Yeah, I guess in about a month. I don't remember when our first one was, but it was around this time, 3 years ago. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Ain't that some shit?
That is.
Hey, man. Listen, man, we can be heard on DynastyRadioNY.com and 1073VIP.com, our affiliates in New York and Illinois, respectively. Come out. Thank you for 3 years of fire, of insight, of comedy, especially lately with the monologues, man. That ain't easy, y'all. It takes a lot of time to write those things, so I appreciate you bringing it, my guy.
Thank you.
Ladies, we love you. Fellas, be a man at all times.
Deuces. I've been doing this shit for 3 years, man.
MRA.